Hello, party people. Hello. Hi. It is Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am here today with, well, I was going to say it's a plan. It's not a plan. We've already made our plans for our December versus January. However, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to flip down to January and we're going to split out our beads per our plans we have already made. With Glacier Glimmer. So we're doing Glacier Glimmer versus Dusty Rose, which is going to be interesting. So, as of right now, I think we did not do that many designs for December. I'm just going to put that out there. It looks like our first design here from December is the 3-strand memory wire bracelet. So we need to break down our beads and make sure that we're going to have enough for everything as we move through the plan. So let's get down to the mat, get this part started. All right, party people, here we are down on the mat. And we're going to jump into our plans here. Now this is plan 1 that we need to get beads ready for. So this is a 3-strand memory wire bracelet, and according to the plan, it looks like we are using chevron crystal beads, silver metal, blue crystals, and making the top with white bicone, middle with white bicones. Okay, so it looks like we're using crystals. Okay, so these are some crystals that we have for these. 2 crystal options. Some metal spacers. Bicones. You know, we have these and these guys. These guys are both smaller. I'm thinking that we might be able to get away with these 2. For the 3-strand memory wire. Okay, so we're going to go that way. Then we're going to need some metal. So here's the metal that we have available to us. Okay, things are looking pretty good at this point. And then there's a 3rd strand. And I think we're going to use these. What are these? Spinel? Are these Spinel? Black tourmaline? What are these guys again? I have to look on my sheet. Rhodonite. Ah, black tourmaline. Okay. So now I did get an extra black tourmaline. However, I don't think I'm going to use it in the box because I'm sure not everybody got an extra one. So I do just have that set to the side, just so you know. So these are the items. These are the items that I'm going to put aside for project number 1. Now they did say they had some chevrons in the front of their bead strand, but I think we're going to just use those tourmalines, so we should be good. And I just wanted to show what I am putting aside for each project, as we normally would in a plan video. Okay, so that's going to be number 1, and I'm just going to go ahead and write number 1 on there. Okay, and I'm going to put them in the pink bag for the time being. All right. Now we're going to move on to project 2. A chip bead necklace and earring set. Clear crystals, 8 chips, 7 beads, spacer caps, spacers and or caps around crystals. Possibly need some clear seed beads and a pendant. Okay. Well, Carol. So it looks like we're going to go with our shell, right? This is the closest oh, they're flying off. This is the closest situation we're going to come up with to a, sorry, I'm trying to get this to show. to a chip strand. Actually works out kind of perfectly if you ask me. So we're going to use the shell. I'll put that to the side. All these little ones that fell off too. And a pendant. This says clear crystals and a pendant. Well, it depends on what, I think, it depends on what pendant we want to use. Now, we could go ahead and go with the pink rhyolite, which would be perfectly fine. In which case, we would probably go with crystals. It says crystals. It says crystals, but honestly, I would probably go with these ones. Right? Depending on your situation, which way you want to go. Or you could not go that way. You could go this way with these. Now, I don't remember what we have coming up next. So, this one does say clear crystals and spacers and possibly bead caps. So, since this says all of that, I think I am going to go, I mean, this says crystals. These would be really nice over here, honestly. All those little guys together, that would be nice. But that's not what our plan said. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go with the shell. I'm gonna go with the crystal, like they said. I'm gonna go with the bead caps, and the pendant. Now this one's kind of bent in a little bit, so I'm gonna use this one. Okay. And 7 seed beads, clear crystals, 8 chips, 7 seed beads, lottie dottie, dottie dottie. Okay, so that's what we're going to use. This is what we're going to use. We need a baggie. I mean, the other way would have also been very nice. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm like, ooh. Should I have gone that way? But shoulda, coulda, woulda, you know. That's what I'm saying. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. This is excessive. I'm gonna cut it off. Ooh. I am excited about these shells. If you do remember, these were my favorite item from the box. These shells were. So I'm excited about that. We got our bead caps for our crystals, and we have our pendant. All right, this is going to be number 2. Put them into the pink bag. Now I'm curious, if you do go the other way, like we had discussed with these other guys, please let me know. I would love to see a photo in maybe on the Facebook, or comment below that you've made it. I would love to see. Now, that's project 2. Moving on to project 3. What do we got here? Okay, we have a link, blue lace aquamarine, wire wrap, crystal point, chain, BLAM, blue lace and aquamarine. Okay, so fun facts, I don't remember any of this. But what it looks like is we have a link in the middle and a crystal point on the bottom. So let's assess that situation. Okay, so we got a link in the top. We got a crystal point in the bottom. And we're using a blue lace agate and an aquamarine. So 2 stones, a blue lace agate and an aquamarine. And chain. Okay, so we got chain. I'm literally just pulling similar items. We are not going to use that many items, or that many beads. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So since we have 8 of these, I'm going to use these because we're not using that many of them, right? I'm going to use these. And what would be the aquamarine, which appears to be a smaller bead, I'm going to use some of these guys, which is rhodonite, but it's more pink. Okay, that's where we're at. Project 3. Project 3. Project 3. I need a little bigger bag here. There we go. So that's going to be our project 3. Kind of excited about that, to be honest with you. This also gives me an opportunity to go over the designs and get excited about them because I honestly forgot what they even are. As I do. Okay, moving on. Oh, well, these were from a couple months ago. I already did those. Okay, 3, 4. Project 4. Needs bead caps and spacers. Looks like it's a bracelet with a link in the middle. We're running low on links, y'all. I'm going to call this a link. I'm going to use one of these as a guy. Well, this doesn't have a, it doesn't, maybe it's on stretchy cord? Well, I'll put it there just in case we need it. And I think I will use, these large rose quartz. And it needs bead caps / spacers. Well, we don't have any spacers to speak of at this particular moment in time, but we might be able to scrounge some up out of the stash, and or these are more charms, which I know is not really, it's not really what we're going for, so I don't want to put those in there. But okay, we'll see what we'll have to come up with out of the stash for this little portion, but we're going to call this Project 4. Okay, project number 4. I keep flipping back to that same page. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Charm in an English cut is an A-ring. Okay, well I guess the only thing we can really do here is we can make some little earrings with our charms and a couple of beads here. I'm sure we'll have a couple of beads left over from somewhere. I'm not going to take this apart because I feel we'll have some beads, because like even on the crystal strand we're not going to have, I mean there's going to be beads that are going to come off of there. So we just got to make a little pair of earrings. I'll put 2 in there just in case you want to make a couple pair. Okay. And you know, maybe I want to put those in there. Something different. Okay. Put those in there. And we're going to call that number, what is this, 5? 5. Now, needs beads. Needs beads. And we'll just use some extra. I think they'll probably be crystals from the extra that we'll have left over. But we got our metal anyway. So we're going to go with Project 5 on that. Oh, my paper's falling out. I was trying to insert this paper because I didn't leave myself enough space. doesn't seem to be working out too great. And lastly, this one, Project 6. Purple, silver, spacers, 2 charms. All right. Well, we got this. We've got this guy, which can act as 1 charm, I guess. We've got this guy. He can act as another bit of charms down here. And we will need, you know, we might use all these little droppy brews over here just for funsies. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. And then we're going to need 1 big bead of some sort in the middle. Again, I think we will have either, like, I think we're going to have an extra. Maybe we'll just steal one of these. Let's steal one of these metals. Because there isn't really a larger bead unless it's going to be a rose quartz. And I don't know if rose quartz is really going to go. We could use this one. Oh, it's pretty good. I'm probably going to need some spacer beads of some sorts. Just because I don't know that we'll have enough. Alright, and we're going to call that one Project 6. We'll need a clasp. But, okay. So, let's get him in a bag. They're too little. Oh, it's the mailman. It's the mailman. To really make them fit. There's one. Okay. Now, I did put this rhodonite. I put him as a focal on one of the other necklaces. So technically you could have 2 of those if you wanted them. I'm thinking we're going to have to add in a spacer bead of some sort with this anyway, like a seed bead or crystal or something. We'll see how we end up. I do have these guys, but again, you know, I said, oh, I don't know if I'm going to use those on there because then that wouldn't really be fair, but they would match really nice. Just saying. Okay, so that's going to be Project 6. So this is going to give us a total of 12 projects to make for these videos. So we're going to be busy beavers over here. 6. And the only thing I have left are these 2 bars from the toggle clasps. Okay, so let's get everything out here and we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to zoom out just a smidge. Oh, that's the wrong way. And we're going to do 1 versus 2. Okay, so let's line these up. There's 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, and 6. And now, oh, these ones are not labeled. So these ones are 4. These ones are 5. I think this one's 6, but I'm not sure. This one is definitely 2. It's got the chip beads. This one is 3. one is 1. Which makes this one 6. And these are the extra bits that came along with that one. Okay. So here we are. Here we are, and here's what they're looking like. So we got everybody split out. It's going to be an interesting situation. We have different metal colors. We have different types of beads. We have different stones. Just everything is pretty, you know, it's all pretty different. However, these did actually work out really well in the fact, like, we have a chip bead strand. We got a shell bead strand. Perfect. These guys over here, we got links. The pendants that they did send, we were able to use those as links, so that worked out pretty well. They sent 2 different types of crystals in small, which was good. Yeah, so everything is a little bit different, but I think it's going to work out pretty well. So this, you guys, is going to be our December Glacier Glimmer versus January Dusty Rose. Okay, so make sure you come on back for some of the first videos. The first video is going to be this guy, and we're gonna get rocking and rolling. If you like these types of videos, if you're liking the verses, the months versus the same different boxes or whatever, please make sure that you're commenting in the description so that I know that you like this type of content. And if you like this type of content, I will continue to bring you this type of content. But I can't do that if I don't know. So please make sure you're making a comment down in the description, in the comment section. As of right now, which do you think, based on the beads we're going to use, is going to be the overall box winner? Do you think it's going to be Dusty Rose, or do you think it's going to be Glacier Glimmer based on the designs that we have? Now, keeping in mind a little bit of a bias, we made these designs based on December's Glacier Glimmer, so we're about to find out. Hope you guys have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.